Hello everyone, welcome to my Halloween special. I'm Ultimate Mantoid, and this is Let's Play Monster Party. It's a game released in Bandai 1989. It's a side-scrolling platformer, and it's actually kind of decent. I mean, it's not like the best game, and it certainly wasn't really memorable if it wasn't for the fact that some of the monster encounters are absolutely nonsensical. But that's what gives it its charm. It's probably the only reason that some people remember this game. Me, I do remember actually enjoying the game, and so I'm here to play it. However, only recently did I find out that there is a Japanese prototype of this game, and the original vision for this game was to be a lot more darker and horrific than what we got here in the States. In fact, this game was never released in Japan, ironically. I mean, we had, you know, bosses that were changed, like as far as design, or completely removed altogether. The title screen here was red blood. There were a couple of regular enemies that were removed. Some of the background designs were changed or simply removed. So I'll be covering those as I go through. Anyway, I played this a lot as a kid. I wouldn't say a lot, but I played through it several times as a kid. But let's begin. Mark was walking home from a ball game. He looked up and saw a bright star. I mean, there's a lot of them, but what makes that one so special? While he stared at it. That is a complete sentence, folks. Let me tell you. I'm bad at English, but even I can see that that is actually an incomplete sentence. Oh boy. Yay, I am English. While he stared at it, the star got bigger and bigger. The beauty of the star made his eyes moist. I can think of a couple other things that this game doesn't let be moist. Hee. So he didn't notice that the star fell and landed right in front of him. And yes, if you can't tell, his eyes really do look like they're watery. And, I mean, how can you tell that if a star lands right in front of you, it's obviously not a ball of gas? It's a monster. It wasn't a star, but a monster. Mark quickly asked, period. Who are you? I'm Bert, he exclaimed. What's up? I'm looking for help. Well, you've come to the right place, because, help's down the street. They're called the police. Evil monsters are out of control in my world. Come and help me. I'm afraid to fight the evil monsters, Mark said. Don't worry. With your weapon, you'll be able to destroy them easily. Period. With your painfully scrolling text of doom. This isn't a weapon, it's a bat. Bat, batter, anything is okay. Anyhow, let's go. Bert grabbed Mark's hand and flew away, also known as abduction. What's your name? Mark. Mark, my planet is dangerous. So, we must act together. How? Like this. You... Jen... Then they fused together. This is how Mark's adventure began. Now, interesting to note that all of this is still red blood. Just not the title screen. Also, there is only one height of jumping. You can just barely hit the button and Mark will always jump the same height. But the game has two different styles of play. You have Mark with his ball bat, which he can use to fling projectiles back at enemies, dealing massive damage. Of course, Mark can also just walk up to things and beat the living hell out of them. He can also get down and crawl like Snake. You know, Solid Snake. Look at that butt hump. Anyway, the other thing, you'll see it in a little bit. Now, of note, this originally in the prototype version was actually Audrey 2 from the Little Shop of Horrors. There's even a and there's proof to support this. I mean, there's screenshots and such, but you know, I'm tired of waiting. And see, here's proof of it. Hang on, I think there it is. Yeah, you can actually stand right there for no friggin' reason whatsoever. But the thing is this is where a speaker was. There's also a microphone over here, and that eggplant-looking thing, yeah, it looks like a piranha, like a Venus flytrap thing. Yeah, it's Audrey 2, people. But it was changed. I think maybe it might have had something to do with copyright issues. That's the only thing I can think of, and I'm doing horrible. Oh, good, health. Now, the same enemies will usually drop health all the time, so you can relentlessly grind in this game. Here's your other gameplay mode. You get to play as Bert, who flies by pressing buttons rapidly, or pressing jump rapidly, and instead he gets a projectile, which ends up becoming OP as fuck towards the end of the game. Oh, health. Yes, don't mind if I do. Like I said, the same enemies will always drop health, or the power pill. And yes, Bert's on a timer, so you gotta act quick when you use him. I'm gonna get my health up, though. Alright, let's go into the next area of the level. I got enough health. So it's good to always kill enemies in this game. I mean, even if you fight the same thing over and over again. I mean, there's a couple of enemies that obviously you just can't kill. But let's go in here. Not all the doors have enemies. Now, this is the infamous quote-unquote deceased crab. And I think it's more of a spider than it is a crab. But that's just me. Because, I mean, this right here, it looks like a crab claw. And it just dies instantly. And it even apologizes for being dead already. How does that work? I mean, that's like, you know, calling into work and being like, sorry, I'm dead. I can't come in today. I'll come in later, though. But once you reach this point in the level, everything changes. How about you die, electric pants man? And yes, those are legs sticking out of the ground. All sorts of strange enemies in this game. But you know what? That kind of added to its charm, honestly. And yes, that is a dog with a human head. Like I said, they had a much more grim vision for this game. And I'll probably do this in two levels an episode here. And I'm actually going to try and beat this guy without the use of Bert. Now here is something that really blew my mind when I found out about the prototype. This boss doesn't exist in the prototype. It was actually something from Planet of the Apes on horseback, and there was the broken Statue of Liberty in the background. Oh, God. And once you beat all the enemies in a level, you get the key to that level. Now I really need health. Oh, yay. A pill. Where were you earlier, dog? I really need health, so we're going to kill every enemy. And those hands that are sticking out, they actually hurt you. Not every door in this game will give you a boss. You have to kind of know which ones. Question marks will give you either health, a Bert power-up, or more score, which in this game is completely irrelevant. I hate these guys. But sometimes you just gotta be patient. Oh, look, a dog. I am not going to enjoy walking into the next level with only 3 health. The exit door always looks different, by the way. Nope, nothing. Fuck. And yes, you get score based on how much health you have left at the end of the level. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. You get extra health. I was thinking you got score. Because I remembered that noise. And I love doing that. There are a couple things I've honestly forgotten about that this game does. It's really, like I said, not a bad game. It's just... First boss is Medusa. Now, in the prototype, she's very much humanoid. Sometimes you can't just get in their faces, Mark, and just bash the shit out of them. Sometimes you don't want to do that. Oh, it was the fish man. Oh god, it throws its babies at me. Totally forgot about that. It's the white ones in the level 4 that don't do that. Why didn't I come down here and kill that thing and then go find Medusa? I really, really do remember enjoying those fish people. Those plants take way too much damage. They soak up too much of it, rather. And also, depending on when you hit the object in question, will depend on which direction it goes. Or at what position you're at. So... it is a bit difficult to get the hang of the bat mechanics sometimes. And I like how if you hit your head, he's just like, oh god, ah, ah. Yep, they only take 1 hit from their own bubbles. Hi, Bert. Welcome back. And I do remember where most of the enemies in this game are, so... I have got to get down there and fight the next boss with Bert, or it's going to be hell. Oh, God. Here, look out, baby. Here I come. Oh, God. This is not going to be fun. See, you gotta wait for him to come back around. And yes, that was, food. And more food. You don't want to be next to the... Oh, shit, I stood up too soon. Yes, so you get a shrimp, an onion ring, and a shish kebab. And they are just a hair faster than you, which is why you've got to really be able to just ride the thing's ass. There were also power-ups that were originally going to be in this game, but apparently they took the entire power-up system out. Come here. Come here, fish man. Man fish. Stop that. Stop hitting me. Oh good, we got Bert again. I do like how the enemies will kind of stop moving when you attack them. If I remember right, the last boss is up here. And I don't think you can kill those blood drips. Oh, and I forgot to mention, all of this game takes place in a place called the Dark World, I think. Time to do some damage. But the first level is the Dark World, and this is the Dark World dungeon, so... And it's easy enough with Bert. Like I said, Bert is OP. Sometimes I wonder why they even give you the option of playing as Mark. And why Bert couldn't just do it by himself. Nobody will ever know. Oh, I guess you can actually hit the thing. That's one way to get your score up. Yeah, it's not gonna die. Open. Always a third time. I got there's also skulls. But yeah, I always thought this was a sewer, which it kind of is, but it's actually supposed to be the dungeon for this entire planet, or this world, or whatever. So, take that as you will. And we have the key, so we can leave. And that's the first 2 levels of Monster Party. We will begin the next level in the next part. I'm Ultimate Mantoid, and this is Let's Play Monster Party. Till next time, take care and have fun.